And such man, you can't come defend Andrew and Daryl Vaz yourself. Remember Ninja Kid, forward panelize ya, and say famous face.
But me feel like going forward, no PMP not supposed to support Mr. Vegas or go to
Lisa Hanna, sitting down in a modern contemporary apartment, wrapping herself in words of infinite, trying to deem her sound smarter than anybody else. It's not smart, you know?
JPS wanted to do that, you know. They wanted to extend the lease, to get some more years on the lease, for go out and go borrow the money on them own, because the lease could make them get the money to borrow. You, the taxpayers of this country, wouldn't have to pay no money.
2026, so is it ethical to leave hotel empty while people sleeping on the streets?
People have to live on capital and can now give them land title. People now been a concrete house for something when they're not sure for them one. I'm not give them title. Him done the plan for do this. And you only done the plan.
This is a journey. Zane, see Foota out there. Talk until him mouth leaning soon can't talk.
So do not come on the internet, come try to defend Andrew or Daryl Vaz when they can't defend a secret.
So look into what is going on in regional areas, my people. That's where over in St. Vincent, the likes of Ralph Gonsalves, the former Prime Minister, lost the election to Godwin Friday, my people. You get me? I say, yeah, man. So by the time this is being recorded, it's a Friday. So basically, it's a Goodwin Friday for Mr. Goodwin Friday. See, if you don't get to me, I say, yeah, man. So we see where basically the ULP party lost to the NDP. And, you know, the powers of Jamaica even stretch far in that whole election as well, as we see a lot of DJs going down there representing the both sides. You see where Popcorn go down there represent Ralph Party. And it was basically said that Vybz Kartel was to forward if him basically go secure victory. However, it seems as if that hope is gone as he would lose to the next brethren. You get to me, I say, which we see where I'm carrying Shensi and Asian and all of them one day. And, you know, me da reach out to my St. Vincent brethren them and I ask them what them think about the choice and so forth. I go play one voice note of one of my brethren them from over there and hear exactly his thought. Because I don't come from there, so I don't know much about them politics. This is what he's been saying, my people.
Yeah, great performance from the Jamaicans. No lie. And they watching the video, I go and see shows them live too. Yo, the thing turn up. Imagine Popcorn up on a stage and the Prime Minister, the former Prime Minister, begging, please, I'll come back, please. Oh my God, yo, this shit was funny. But Friday, secure the victory. Our dictator gone. West Jamaica, we met this do the same thing and get rid of Andrew. I swear.
Judge and our people. One thing, when it comes down to Andrew Wallace, it look like him get the flame worldwide. Even in the regions outside of Jamaica, the G them see him as, you know, one of them ones that we need to come down. However, this type of blog is a blog where a lot of the people is going to be speaking against what Andrew Wallace are deal with. So this is going to be interesting. And, you know, probably in the comment section, you see a bit of labor right tears. That's if them ball like the PNP supporters them. I realize they love ball in the comment section. But watch what go on and all my people. But that's where a bridging that goes by the name King Alpha is urging PNP supporters to walk out of Mr. Vegas shows. You get to me and say he's stating that him think that Mr. Vegas got to defending the government and him think that Andrew Wallace must have obeyed him, my people. I want to take a listen at this.
I forward to say Andrew Wallace is a demon. He look like he obey Jamaican people for them vote for him again. And it look like he obey Mr. Vegas too. He the only artist me ever see that defend one party. Yeah, you could pick your side and choose who you want to choose, but Mr. Vegas forward out and defend labor right. As an artist, me sure say no labor right alone buy your song them. And no labor right alone go your concert them. And no labor right alone make you reach which spot you reach. It's people, is reggae lovers make you there where you're there. You are the only artist me ever see us forward out and defend one party. Like it's only labor right alone support you. What this year do as an artist, my brethren? It don't look good. I feel like no PMP never support you no more. Anyway, you reach the spot you want to reach already still, you know. You don't have your money and you don't set up your thing. But me feel like going forward, no PMP not supposed to support Mr. Vegas or go to show them. And if you're not there, I'm sure as a PMP, as soon as in command on stage, you have to walk out. And I'm a virgin, may I tell you this? May I tell you the truth or me feel of how you defend Andrew Wellness as an artist. You see me? He look like Andrew Wellness over you. Because me never seen another artist that defend a party like this as an artist. No, sir. It don't look good. Andrew Wellness is a demon. Me nah stop saying.
So my people, that our the brethren are saying, and this kind of remind me of an argument when we see a sister put forward as it relates to DJ Khaled. Same as a clown for basically help out Jamaica and now help out over in the Middle East. You see it, and would have the same view. You know, the ones, the ones them can't operate like say, them get special to get measure out how much a person support a political party. Whether they are artists or not or whatever, it's your right to support where you want to support. You get to me and say, and also this argument about people go and walk out a show and all of them things. Come on, brother. You know, that not supposed to come out as a sensible person more. Because at the end of the day, for example, Buju Banton is the one where blaze a fire upon the Labour Party government, in my view. But when a person go a Buju show or go a Vegas show, I don't think them go there with PNP or jail people on them mind. Them go there because them want to hear the hit songs them where the people them are sing. So I don't think nobody are going to pay them money for going on show, for go walk out with them and come on. That does not make no sense with people. You get to me and say, but outside of that, there is other people who have put the flame on Mr. Vegas for similar reasons. So stay tuned for that. So see where the likes of DJ Kentucky would have basically a bonfire on the likes of Lisa Hanna, stating that him see her as a person who have a labor right mentality, my people. I want to take a listen to what DJ Kentucky is saying, and then we can get back to it. Check it out.
You know, so I'm not even wearing an eyeglass for this, because I want to look right in on the face in my chat. Lisa Hanna, sitting down in a modern contemporary apartment, wrapping herself in words of infinite, trying to deem her sound smarter than anybody else. He's not smart, he's not blood clot smart. Having an excuse here, you come out of the PNP party, yet sounding like a Labour writer, sounding like the Prime Minister is only telling me that you're part of the blood clot plan from 2020 till now. You know, so you're part of the plan from Bumbuckler 2020 till now. I'm forcing people to take the so-called vaccine. It's part of the 2030 agenda. You know what I mean? Lisa Hanna, you only can fool a few, you can't fool the rest. You know what I mean? Try to sound like a poet and dub it and deem yourself as smart. It won't work. And you remember saying Jamaica is Jamaica. Because of the Jamaica we are. Jamaica can never be Jamaica if we portray a Dubai lifestyle. Yeah, the simplest lifestyle. The culture, the beautiful beaches, the rivers, the fresh air, the ganja, the accent of the people. Deeming everybody if you go AI sounding like an American is not Jamaican. You know what I mean? Rebuilding Jamaica is one, yes. Changing Jamaica is a total different thing. Calling yourself a winner, but trying to be an American or sound like somebody from Dubai is not a winning. And we can bet on upon that. We're not going to say better for Jamaica based on the fact that we're going technologically wise. I bet you can't win. Leave us with the Bob Marley with fresh air with nice food.
So yeah, my people, that is DJ Kentucky. And I don't know some more time we check in pan where DJ Kentucky I say, but him kind of lost me in that one. You get to me I say, yeah man, because I do not see what Lisa Hanna say wrong. Because at the end of the day, yeah, I understand that Jamaican, we have our authentic way of doing things and so forth. But based on your argument is, you would have basically say, you know, Jamaica should remain poor to uphold a particular image then. You get to me I say, me not agree with that argument with people. You see it? Yeah man, as Jamaicans we think for loud. You see it? And at the end of the day, me think say Hurricane Melissa would have give with that wake-up call. But she say, yo, when it comes down to certain houses and so forth, you know, them just not stable enough. What if next year again we get a storm or the other year again we get a storm of that magnitude? What are going to happen? We are going to prove, say, oh, this is Jamaica image and tack up some little place where I go put back the people in the same situation. And also, you know, we see a lot of ones who is making whole heap of demands from the government and so forth. And not saying that the government not supposed to show out and so forth. But I think them can show out more if, you know, everybody make them contribution. And that is what Lisa Hanna is saying. And as I said, me not see nothing wrong with that, because that is the way how other countries do it, and the countries that where we look up to and love to compare them to Jamaica and basically bring down Jamaica based on how me even see some people reasoning. So I'm not sure if I agree with what DJ Kentucky is saying. Me personally don't really see no issue with what Lisa Hanna is saying, but he's stating that him see her as part of the agenda and a person will sound like a labor right. So you know, what about, so I don't know if he's stating that, you know, labor right, he have a more richer mentality, and he's stating that she's supposed to have a poorer mentality. I don't know my people. Me think say both labor right and PNP mentality is supposed to be forward going, based on, especially after what we see are going in a Western Jamaica. Leave the thoughts and tell me what you think. And also, that's where the likes of Damian Crawford is displaying the genius of an experienced politician, my people. As well, that's where, you know, the St. Catherine division has crafted a way to get some children from down in the Western Jamaica for basically, you know, forward a school in a St. Catherine for about 6 months. And he's stating that that whole ordeal will be going through the church and so forth. And I think it's a good initiative, my people. Check out what Mr. Crawford is saying.
Yeah, the Solidarity Student Exchange Program is where Northwest St. Catherine is hosting 200 persons, children from the most affected areas, to live and go to school in Northwest St. Catherine for 6 months. In the living context, they will be facilitated by the churches, in particular the Linstead Pastors Fraternal, and they will be seeking to have homes identified that the students will stay. We're also looking at dormitories, for which we have entities with over 80 dormitory rooms that we will be able to put them in school. The principals have identified the spaces and the grades that they have spaces, and so those particular age groups will be selected. The selection will be by the affected principals and the affected pastors, who would select from among them those who are most in need, both from an education recovery and risk standpoint, but also from a living risk and income inability standpoint. So that's what we're trying to do with 200, and we're encouraging more churches to come on board and more persons to take some of our children out of the risk of health, the risk of social, and the risk of other negatives happening to them in the spaces where they currently reside.
So yeah, my people, that are the proposal from Damian Crawford, and that are where them say them are work on. You know, the only thing, because at the end of the day, as I say, I don't criticize nothing will make sense to me. You know, the only thing would I beg the ones them for the church, make sure them not do nothing for the Lord when it comes on to the kids. Them make sure what them say them are gonna do, that them do, and keep it at that. Because we know how somehow, you know, mentality twisted. So hopefully, I know them type of people I put them hands on the people, them kids. You see, but outside of that is a good plan, because you know, based on what we see are going and how some of the people them move like them education level up on the lowest point. We want, you know, kids to be in school as soon as possible, so them no model them type of madness where we see are going even out on social media, my people. And also, but that's where a TikToker virgin that seems to be representing the PNP. He's stating that in his view, him no see where it's ethical to basically leave the people sleeping on the streets in Jamaica Western and have even the hotels them empty. He's of the view that him think that some people should be staying in the hotels. Not sure what are your thoughts and your views, but this is what the Virgin has said.
Won't be opened or functioning until sort of early next year, mid 2026. So is it ethical to leave hotel empty while people sleeping on the streets? Is it ethical for those hotels to be empty? And I suspect some of them are, while people are suffering, homeless, and don't have permanent housing right now. We know those container houses that the Prime Minister mentioned won't be arriving until the next between the next 30 to 90 days time. So that essentially means that there are a lot of people who probably will have no accommodation. So is it ethical for those hotels to be empty while people are sleeping on the streets?
So yeah, my people, so that is his perspective, you know. And of course, that here, like the labor rights perspective, them would have say, well, the hotels should be up and running and, you know, continue to spin the economy and so forth. But them brethren say, well, the hotel should basically facilitate people and so forth. Not sure what are your thoughts and your views. And also, me that see an ex-PNP woman will step out and burn a wicked fire upon Prime Minister Andrew Wallace, stating that I blaming him for people living on Capture Land and so forth. And it's also blasting the likes of Mr. Vegas and several other labor rights supporters, my people. Check it out.
Dr. Hello neighbor, you will come back again, come in front of the blood clot class. I use a wicked dirty like Andrew Wallace, Code Vegas, Big Merle, and a whole lot of blood clot. I don't know how much people homeless and people still have virus and kill them off. And instead of not trying to help the blood clot, poor people, they want to come and turn on platform at about. People did live in a Capture Land and people live. Move your blood clot, Prime Minister. Some of the people that have to live on Capture Land can now want to give them land title. People now been a concrete house for something when they're not sure for them one. I'm not want to give them a title. Him done the plan for do this. And the owners done the plan for blood clot. Mash up Jamaica for take away the people them land and property where them depend. So no matter. Be say hello neighbor, I don't want you call no blood clot body and tell them about take down my video for you. Nasty blood clot, they be code back to hello neighbor. Yeah, your friend Vegas and long dirty more early that bit up man I wanted for them. The whole of us in a big pussy and come over for the people them.
Jaja know the people, boy, that woman them out bad like wow. The mama talk about 1 minute what is up, man, you know, almost 45 seconds it be a bad one. But anyways, that's where Foota hype step out and a blaze of fire and that whole JPS loan suck them people. And you know, you may have some ones where I say, well, Foota hype is no diplomat and you know he's not no leader of the country and so forth. And street views him a bring across. However, before we play what Foota hype I say, when I have somebody that is an official member of parliament, you know, he's from the opposition, but he's a member of parliament nonetheless. And he would basically explain why him think that that loan should not be given and him feel like, you know, that 150 million US should be using to do something else to help the residents, my people. As him that say, well, you know, the government is spending poor people tax dollars foolishly. Take a listen at what Mr. Ian Hales is saying, my people. Check it out.
Western Westmoreland, good morning. So a lot of you have been calling me and asking me, why would we take up 150 million US dollars of taxpayer money in Jamaica and lend to a foreign company? Because JPS is a foreign company. The government only owns 20% of JPS. So I'm going to break it down to you I'm going to try and break it down where the regular man on the street can understand it. So JPS had a license, but they have 2-year leave on the license. The government wrote to JPS and basically tell JPS, well, we're going to renegotiate at some point down the road. We're going to sit down again at the table because you only have 2-year leave on your lease. What happened? Hurricane Melissa came. So JPS said it's around 500 million US dollars to fix back all of the broken lines in the country, for fix up back everything so you can have electricity. It's going to take 500 million US dollars. So JPS wanted to renegotiate, get the negotiations done, and then go out and borrow the money on their own from private bank or from private people. JPS wanted to do that, you know. They wanted to extend the lease, to get some more years on the lease, for go out and go borrow the money on their own, because the lease could make them get the money to borrow. You, the taxpayers of this country, wouldn't have to pay no money or lend JPS 150 million US dollars. You wouldn't have to do that. The government said, no, we're not do it, sir. We're going to give loan JPS the $150 million for start fixing up the line. Now, Minister Vaz said, you know what, it is $350 million to ensure that you can get electricity between December and January. 350 million US dollars. Anything you hear me say is US dollars I'm talking about. So what has happened? The government take $150 million, United States dollars, from the consolidated fund where everybody pay their tax in, and lend it to the JPS to fix up the lines. Now look, I am of the view that you fix the house first. You give poor people them house first and you help fix up the country first. Make sure you have a roof over your head first. Not to give you electricity first, but make sure you have a roof over your head first. So the majority of citizens in Westmoreland, in St. Elizabeth, in parts of St. James and in parts of Hanover, that you don't have a roof, what the minister is saying is, we will give you the electricity and then we as the government go and deal with the roof thing. Me personally, I would want to see the citizens of Western Westmoreland roof be dealt with first. Christmas is 4 weeks away. Put them in the house first. Put them in a house first. Help them repair first. Help them ensure that they get a roof over their head first. And then ultimately, while we are putting on the roofs on top of the homes across the country or doing repair, negotiate with JPS while they're fixing now. Negotiate with JPS. Put the terms in which we as a country, because I'm upset with JPS at times, but look, new leadership at JPS now giving us a different kind of service. So ensure that you negotiate now and say to JPS, this is what we want as a country, this is what we don't want to see ever again. Renegotiate. Make JPS go borrow the money. Where the next $200 million going to come from to give JPS? From the consolidated, from the poor people money again? What we should have done is negotiated with JPS, sit down at the table, ensure that they can go out and borrow the money from private banks. So in case anything happens, it's not the poor people of this country leave hole in the bag. That's number one. And the second thing we should have done is ensure that after almost 5 weeks now, and most areas still no assessment have been done as yet, to ensure that the assessment, the people, let me break it down to you. The governments and the people them to come look by your house to ensure that they can fix the house while giving you the electricity at the same time. I don't know how this going to work out. I don't know how it's going to end. But we all are in this together. Your $150 million gone already from the little taxes that you pay. Let's just see how this one ends.
So yeah, my people, that is the likes of Ian Eels, you know. You get to me and say, and to me, it's a damn you do and damn you don't situation, you know, because if you do that as well, he would have explained, you know, well, once me look and I say, well, there is other things where that money could have do. Even though me personally would have sit down and I wait pan for hear favorable comment on this whole thing as the Minister of Finance, you know, sometime in the next week. We want to hear how much money is available and where the money them are doing and all of that. Because when we yet this year, none of them think they set speed, they see it. But when me hear that comment now, my people would get a better understanding as well with them as Jamaican, as a country. But, you know, that is what Mr. Ian Eels is saying. He's stating that, well, when it comes down to the people, him feel like the people should I get roofs and so forth with that money. However, you know, Darrell argument to that say, well, you know, light is more essential at this moment because I go, you know, run the hotels, it go run the business places, you know, the water pump them and so forth to get back water stabilized in a certain places and so. So as me say, it's a tricky thing, my people. So we will see how that go. But we also see where Foota hype blaze a fire wicked and the whole argument as well, my people. But we see where I'm also clap back at Mr. Vegas, my people. You don't know Mr. Vegas, we see where make a presentation recently and was burning a fire on the PNP them. And of course, him have to show some shades at Foota hype tonight, stating that Foota hype talk and stressed out himself till him mouth lean and all of that. And of course, but I see several people run out a ball and say, boy, this and that, and Vegas, nothing said this and said that. Some of them have to all black them, my people, because they not understand, say, when them see Mr. Vegas and Foota if I go at it, them leave it alone, because a two man them, where I go share them viewpoint and burn them fire regardless of if you like it or not. You get the way I say? Yeah, man. So we see where the likes of Foota hypes Clapback and a burn a fire upon Mr. Vegas. I debunk where I say, listen me now. Just nothing support. I say, listen me now. You're not supposed to have no farmer opinion on this until you address what Ninja Kid come on the internet come say about you and famous face, my people. And you don't know Ninja Kid did go up on a rant where I say who get this a job and that the job and so forth. And Foota I would even make some utterance as it relates to kids and so forth. But we're not gonna really share the kids part because as what Sizzla said, the kids are innocent. But as grown adult, man have to defend themselves out on the battlefield. So this is what Foota hype is saying, my people. Check it out.
And me I thought this again. Such man, you can't come defend Andrew and Daryl Vaz, yeah, so. Remember Ninja Kid, forward pan alive, yeah, and say famous face, give a blowjob to get visa to come a foreign. A 2 blowjob argument that father and none of them. So do not come on the internet, come try defend Andrew or Daryl Vaz when they can't defend a secret. So me not have to say allegedly nah nothing. You hear that such man? So allow this alone. Alright? See? So if JPS, what we are trying to get rid of? Remember, you know, same Daryl Vaz said them now renew the contract with JPS. So if JPS a mess up now, the storm come and JPS can't do the work. You are going to be allowed the same company where you want to get rid of. Me I try to understand that because common sense, without me going to university and college, common sense tell me, say, if the company a crumble, when me did don't want to get rid of already, allow it to crumble. Allow it to mash up. And then you, the government, who don't have an equity in it already, I got to take it over because you can't manage it, bro. Why? You are going to take up our money. Zine? Listen, you know, and look how them money take people for idiot, you know. Somebody asked me, what would you do? I'm telling you what I would do. No. He must say, them are trying to help it out because half of Jamaica have light. And nearly 1 month now, and half of Jamaica still not have light. So you give JPS the money now gonna make JPS make everybody have light? That don't make no sense. So now I say, how much people now in the house to put no light in it? So how is the light more important than accommodation? How is the light more better to deal with than the accommodation? Where are you going to put light if you don't have any house? My alternative is whosoever run JPS, Kim Bless, listen. You do a lot of talking, listen. You have places like JPS, Water Commission, Cement Factory, Airport and them places. The government has the right to can take it from the independent owners if they are not maintaining and doing what they are supposed to do. So it's not having a new company. You're going to take it from those people who are running it now, and you, the government, run it until the next investor come. So the 150 million US where you are give JPS owner them to bail them out is madness. Allow them to fail and get rid of them. Then now, you, when the government is in control of JPS, because someone do not think, when they are telling them they fuck with them, see? When you take it from them, man, they see? And the government has it now and run it. Now you can modify the contract the way how you want to do it. So that's the new investors that are going to come and run it. We'll have this new clause in this new contract, because the older contract now have nothing to do with them. And who did have the older contract have failed, and the government take it from them and have this new contract for the new person. So all of the problem and the issues that we have with the current JPS operators, we wouldn't have it with the new investors that would come in, because we would already have the new contract with new clause and new requirements. Instead of giving the old owners the 150 million. AJ Willer, where you want to name, that are with uno have sorry for mindset. The country already not on a light. How long Melissa gone? The country still not have no light. The problem solver what them need is 2 or 350 million. You are going to give them 150 million, still not solve the problem. Everybody still not going to have light because of 350 million them need. So when you give them 150, where the next 200 that come from? Because it still can't fix. The grid still can't fix. So make it make sense so you say no. I don't like when the $150 million pay, you are going to get back light. They are not even 50% of what they need. They need 350 million years. And 150 is not even 50% of that. So it makes no sense to give them the $150 million. And that is what Mark Golden is asking Daryl Vaz, how this makes sense? And like you can fix piece of the grid and not fix the next part. You have to fix the whole grid one time. Where's the rest of the money coming from? And check this. Since you not chat, because from the way me hear you ask them questions, them know you a vivid labor right. I am not coming from the standpoint of labor right or TNT. I'm coming from the standpoint of common sense. Now listen to this. 3 days ago, or 4 days ago, Mr. Christopher Tufton come out brawling and say him want the people of the diaspora to save their money that are we are firing, save the money and send in to help buy ambulance and medical thing, vehicle to carry disabled people and them something there. And then, cause we don't know listen news, you know, only labor right just love chatting a dog. So when you go so I want to hear Christopher Tufton say that, but I want to not hear this one say, into these vehicles, when I ask the people living in the diaspora, that means we were there in England, America, Canada, all who they are foreign, we are Jamaican, and we will pull together to send in money to do them something there. Listen this good enough. Him say, the vehicle them, where him ask the people of the diaspora to buy, can be located and purchased in Jamaica. I want to listen to the words them when them politicians are talking. Christopher Tufton said, the vehicle them when I ask the people them in the diaspora to get money and buy are readily available to purchase in a Jamaica. So why, I don't want to cuss no bad word. I want to keep this as professional as possible. Then if the vehicle them accessible in a Jamaica, why you ball beg the people them in the diaspora for buy it? Where the money will come down, where the aid money them there? You know buy some vehicle, you know buy some ambulance or something, since you say it there Jamaica readily available. So that a 3 day going on. This a 3 day after the same government were ball. So they want people sorry for them and give them money to buy a medical vehicle. Is willing to give JPS operators 150 million US to bail them out. So what the blood clotting and buy the ambulance them what the health sector need. Want to buy the something them what the health sector need. You know beg that. But you know give JPS 150 million. Yo, you see labor right them. We love running the people comment and talk. More to start listen to what the leader them say before you jump up and talk, you know. If you think it's so important to get some vehicle which is important in the medical field, are you even considering then to give JPS 150 million US dollar? Then if the health sector need it more, we wait on the light. Buy the ambulance them, buy the vehicle them, we have to take up the people them. All know Daryl Vaz get up a trace in a parliament. All know you, Mr. Vaz, do not tell we or show we one piece of paper like this. You say you pay $1.5 billion for the old dirty yellow school bus them. And we don't see not even one paper like this. We show we where the money spent and where it go. But you expect we to come listen to you, Mr. Vaz? Really? Think about these people. The storm finish. Them can't find most of the people them. You have communities where covered with water. You have people who are disabled and stuck in them bush and can't move. So we need the ambulance them. We need the vehicle them to carry handicap. That more important than the light right now. You know why it's more important than the light? Because some people are going to say, Foota, you can live without light. Me can go buy a generator. Me can go buy a generator at Walmart. How much? Hundreds of thousands a generator. Volunteers give to Jamaica. Not the government buying up. Volunteers give to Jamaica. Where are they? Start give them out to the people them. Use the $150 million. Buy ambulance, buy fire brigade, buy wheelchair accessible vehicle. You said the vehicle them they are Jamaica already. So why you don't buy them? Cause you know, listen to them politicians they talk say, you know. Mr. Tufton said the vehicle them they are Jamaica. Them accessible to buy at Jamaica. So how is it we are going through this crisis and the government of Jamaica see it fit to give JPS $150 million over recovery? That one. First thing you say, I lend. Oh, now listen, you know. He might lend the Jamaican people them the generator. But you want to give JPS $150 million, because I give them my money that. Them no must pay it back. Why don't you make JPS operators bankrupt after them own? When you give them the 150 and then can't pay it back, we lose that 150 million. For the same thing where that got happen, because them done a bankrupt already. JPS done in a turmoil already. Make them crash. And you take it from them. And then use the 150 million when the government is in control of JPS. Why you going to use the 150 million, lend it to somebody who have a failing thing, them project fail. The people them don't have no faith in a JPS, who want a new company. And if you are going to take up the same company there and give them $150 million, oh, that makes sense. Them can't tell me say a 1200 generator come. One country sends 450. One next country sends 500. Today, as we speak, one ship reach a Jamaica with goods and generator, and them say that is them third trip. The numbers them now add up with the things them where the government here get. The numbers are not adding up. The numbers are not adding up. And why does the government, in a case of turmoil like this, is so quick and urgent to give JPS $150 million, but you're not so quick and urgent to buy the mobile house them? You say them have people have to go through NHT to get them. Why that process there? To go through NHT. People have to go sign up and start build up points. When you have to pay NHT, remember how long it take you to pay every month, until you build up your numbers till you qualify. So how them figure get mobile house through NHT and how much other program, but you just want to give JPS $150 million just so? Dirty JPS? Where Asafa Powell have your ball because them run up in bill and them something there? How that makes sense? How that makes sense? This is not a fact. This is not a fact, Zine. But if you ask me, I think these politicians are hidden investors in JPS. This is not a fact, you know. This is my opinion, yeah? This is what I think. I think these politicians are hidden shareholders in JPS. So they might try to save JPS because they've invested in a JPS. And that's why I tell them, say, from me have my request them, I say, we want a new light and power company, we want a new water company, we want general hospital in every parish, and we want a license gun to all law-abiding citizens. Who remember when me said that? Who remember when me said that? Me still have them there as my 4 top requests, you know. We still have them there as the 4 top requests. How can one side of the government a ball say them nah no money is in, and the next side of the government I say them can lend JPS $150 million US? The health sector, which is most important, the health sector, which is more important, is crying that them need Jamaicans overseas and out there in the world to make up, to buy vehicle, to carry handicapped people or disabled people, because them not like when I say handicapped, disabled people, and the hospital them need more ambulance and them something. So why is this $150 million US not being used for that purpose? But it was used to JPS, and only Jamaica not see nothing wrong with that. Me see something seriously wrong with that, you know. Really and truly, you know, me no business, you know, because I only say 1 PM, you know. Only say 1 PM. But me just ask question. Because me hear Andrew attack and Daryl attack. And me notice when Daryl and Andrew attack, I like how badness them are dealing. When the logics they in front of our eye. Oh, JPS is more important than the health sector. Oh. First thing, the donations and the money them now add up. If we add up the money them, first thing, the storm insurance give Jamaica 300 million. 150 million in a one payout and 150 million in a one payout. That's 300 million. Where the money did? Why is Christopher Tufton balling to go buy a vehicle? Where that money there? Me hear them say go 50,000 left out of it. Since when? All the money vanish. Me hear like them say 50 million alone left out of it. When? What it do? Most of what you see a give away, a private man a do it. Sean Paul, Sizzler, Beanie Man, Kemar McGregor, Jem, you have one something named Jem. You have Japan give money, America give money. All kind of different people give money. So even now, the government still not showing up where they must spend. Even the care package them where government are give out. I know government buy them. So why them a ball every day and not talk about them not Mbappe give 20 million. One next baller give must be 10 million. The like, what is happening? Where the money? Mentalists, me hear Mr. Olness I say, people across the government say them not do nothing. And police is there escorting. Andrew, police work 24/7. Police work 24/7. Whether you like it or not, whether you are prime minister or not. So how you know? I got one props to the police and protect the people them. Police job of to protect and serve. If you ask me, the soldier and the police them should have do way more. Zine, the weekend get 350,000 US dollar. Wait there. Wait there. Where the money them there? And Andrew are saying do. Andrew, you see here that say the police them I go out there and protect your care package them when you buy a giveaway. Police are going to go protect because them supposed to. When Batman a march at Jamaica, you know send police out, they go protect them too, man. Remember, you are the first Prime Minister when make Batman march in Jamaica, you know. And you send police to protect them. So if you have a natural disaster now, and people are come down to give you things, it's only right you make police to protect them, because you are protect Batman when them a march, which is not a natural disaster. So I don't know what kind of props you want to police to protect people. What you do? Me hear some of your followers, them love ask, what me do? What you do? With the amount of money you get, what you do? You want to keep concert with you, where the money? Where the money there, brother? And that if you talk about. I want to not argue with nothing what here. Damien Crawford ask one of your boy for break down how the care package thing go. Him last like rascal navigation now work. The man last like when the navigation now work and you don't know where to go. So me just a say, Mr. Vaz, Mr. Holness, you don't realize that ignorance now work. Andrew go say, in the response where we want chat say, as long as the international leaders them say I do a good job, him no care. I want to listen to what Andrew say yesterday. The man said, the world leader them tell him say I go on good. So the world leader them will live outside of Jamaica. We unglass to the news, we want to fabricate, and when they go in a parliament, go chat be a shit. And them you are govern the country after, while the people them will live in the country and suffer. They're going to mobile the amount of range, X6 GLE, 3 Series Beamer M4, when we see have to park up a roadside, a beard, a wash spoon, a wash plate, I do everything because there's no water. I want spring bus out, and I just everybody have to go beard, wash plate, wash car, wash clothes, wash everything. So what are you saying, Mr. Holness? So you want props to police and protect people? You forget props to that? Police do that every day. Every day police do that. What you do for the people and with the people and money? Because when we notice when Andrew them attack like say, the money where they get to spend and for them on. Only not spend them on, add out on a pocket.
People that is the likes of Foota hype, stating that in his view, he might do things differently. He is of a similar views that like Ian Eels as well, when I say stuff should be spent more on housing and all of them things. The light can't wait. However, a lot of people from the other side is stating that electricity is more important. It will get things moving quicker and all of that. So I want to hear what you think as it relates to all of this, my people, that is being said. Tell me if you don't agree with the likes of Foota hype them perspective and the Ian Eels them perspective. I don't agree with the Darrell Vaz them perspective and how the labor right MC. Big up on yourself and bless up on yourself. And as usual, we'll catch you on another one, my people. I'm out.